Neil Horton. Swing and a line drive. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Ready for another shot now, Patrick Hager. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Roll, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. 2 base hits in a row right now. This is where you really have to make some good pitches. It's never easy pitching the 9th inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
Horton on second. Hager on at first with 2 down. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Rooney averages a hit. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A 2-0 finish today.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. A pitching coach offers support to a player coming off a bit of a rocky outing.
Your attention, please.
Leading off the inning, Kevin Baker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in now, Bobby Stratton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Fontenot is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Now batting, Pete Kozma. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. Into the box, Sean Esparza. He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the top of the 9th keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away. Into the box now, Chris Lemons.
Number 17.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. That one's in there on the black, 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies came out swinging with a huge first inning.
After a brief move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. It's welcome news. A coach is sent to offer guidance on training for a specific position.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the John Wade, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The next 1-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
In now, Bryant Sims. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Lays off 1-0.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
So they get a man to second here. Leading off the inning, Peter Hahn, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Gomez has a play. One down.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Center fielder, Rex.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Ryder Jones up next. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Gomez moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Wade. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
John Wade.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Second base.
And that one just missed outside.
Moran.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ball and a strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Standing in now, Richard Ramirez. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Torres. He reached on a single in his first try. In there for strike 1. Hit back up the middle. Ornelas from the outfield grass. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the
Scorched to third. Lights got it to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Into the box, Rex Cortez. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Right there for strike 1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So no run. At the plate, Rex Franklin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Behind 0-2 now. Right into foul territory. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Stepping in now, Bob Moran. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Wade. First offering on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident. Attack.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So here now's the pitcher, Vernon Aparicio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now a changeup in that evens it at 1-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box now, Richard Ramirez. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Eddie Torres, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Digging in, Bryant Sims. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So coming to the plate, Rex Cortez. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first two are aboard here to kick off the seventh.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. He'll go to the bag for one, and the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the one.
Center fielder number
First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to first. Can this be two? One there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue.
Your attention,
Clark
please.
Keith.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season.
Boy, good job.
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business.
Game's future star. Now to the plate, Lawrence DaCosta. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, Lawrence DaCosta.
Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
In the second spot tonight.
Stepping up now, Spencer Kita. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. One out, nobody on. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
The next 0-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Leonardo Castro.
Here's the first pitch to him. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. He'll come in here at 259. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. In now, Brandon Anderson, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A curveball that catches the inside corner. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets the 3rd one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
Ready now, Edmund Post, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Grounded to short. To his left, Lunsford, and there are 2 away now. So striding in, Ned Christensen, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So no runs on a hit. So digging in now, Julius Grantham. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And the 3rd inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Lawrence DaCosta. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
In now, Spencer Hida. Strike called. Now to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. DaCosta leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Grounded back up the middle. Lunsford takes it in. And that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, Leonardo Castro, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch on the way. Sliced hard down the left field line, and they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Striding in once again, Richie Calero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning. So striding forward now, Brandon Anderson. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brandon Anderson goes quietly leading off the 4th.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Stepping in now, R.D. Pena, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Edmund Post.
Into the box now, Edmund Post. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Got him to go down swinging there. Edmund Post goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
The left fielder, number 1, Ned Christensen.
Standing in now, Ned Christensen, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Julius Grantham. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Julius Grantham.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
So he sets him down swinging. Julius Grantham goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Into the box, Lawrence DaCosta. And he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out. So stepping in, Spencer Kida.
First baseman number 5, Spencer Kida.
Here comes the first pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. It comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Next will be the designated hitter, Leonardo Castro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now batting, catcher Richie Calero.
In now, Richie Calero, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0-for-2 from him so far in this one. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Brandon Anderson.
Changeup in for a strike. Now he'll step off. And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Backhanded. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Digging in once again, Edmund Post. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Stepping in now, Ned Christensen. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a line drive. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Hey, after starting the game 0-for-2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Your attention, please.
Now time called here is the man.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, the trading in of a long-time trusted mentor for a corporate wheeler-dealer can feel like a scary step. But a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits.
Attaboy, good job.
A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the John Wade, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is fun to watch. How about his last start? He had 10 Ks, lots of swings and misses, and this is one of those guys, when he's throwing the ball over the plate, he can get a lot of strikeouts.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Hero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
Count even now at 1-1. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Alex Pineda is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Reyna coming in. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of it. Striding into the box, Francisco Batista, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. The relay, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Count is 1-2 now. Batista leads off second with nobody out. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Into the box, Colin Velasquez. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Ball 1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Standing in now, Brian Herrera. 1-0 the count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he misses 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, you could have gotten him, Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Hank Kimbrough. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Shortstop, Hank Kimbrough.
Pitch on the way. This one's down to third. Gloved by right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Stepping up to the plate, Albert Gonzalez.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Albert Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Will Williams. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ibar is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Stephen Tran. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Alex Pineda is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Ibar moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Francisco Batista. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Sliced hard on the ground. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Popped him up. Ornelas over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Colin Velasquez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Striding in, Ryan Herrera comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. So far this season, Herrera is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ryan Herrera goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Number 9, shortstop, Hank Kimbrough.
Into the box, Hank Kimbrough.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just missed with a breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Grounder down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Albert Gonzalez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And it's quickly 0-2. Pop straight up. Ornelas will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Will Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. And now liner here to the right side, but foul. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
The right fielder, number 1, Stephen Tran.
In now, Stephen Tran, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. That's inside. 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
3-1 to him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Digging in, Alex Pineda.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to. That fires me up right there.
Runners back. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Batista. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch on its way. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. breaking ball is bounced out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Delaney. First offering.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. A bouncer up the middle. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colin Velasquez.
Second baseman, Colin Velasquez.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Two out, nobody on. Wind up and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Dominic Silk takes over here with the runner.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
This evening's game finishes 2-0.